Welcome back. Tonight we are talking about cooling costs across the nation and how they could impact more than just prices at the register. And luckily we brought in our expert. Peter Shaw joins us now, Professor Emeritus of Business Administration at Tidewater Community College. Peter, great to have you with us tonight.
Good. Glad to be here.
So let's talk about the Consumer Price Index report, the most recent numbers that we got. We learned inflation is actually at its lowest level in 3 years. Just how close is it to where it needs to be, though?
Well, the target the Federal Reserve wants is 2%.
Right.
So they're within a half a point. And I believe they're going to get there by no later than early 2025. So we're very close. They're close enough now where the Feds can start cutting the rates because they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And they're going to do it incrementally. My guess is you're going to see minimum 2 25-point cuts, 2 quarter-point cuts between now and the end of the year. Optimistically, it'd be 3, but I think it's probably going to be 2. Going into 2025, you're going to see several more incremental cuts. Probably by next June, bringing it way down. I do believe they're going to pause. Right now, their interest rate's at 5.5%. Okay, when they get to 3%, I think they're going to pause.
So we know the Fed's very data dependent, and they have their meeting next week. They're going to announce, what rate cut we're expecting. You mentioned you're thinking 25 as opposed to 50, right. But what exactly does that mean for everyday Virginians? How will they be impacted by that decision next week?
It'll be a signal to them there's help on the way. It will have a major financial impact to them immediately? Not really. I mean, if you've got, whatever your interest rates you're paying now, they're probably going to come down a quarter point. But they know it's going to be consistent, and probably well into 2025, they're going to see consistent cuts, which is going to be relief. They're also going to start seeing the mortgage rates come down. In October, last October, it was 7.8%. As of yesterday, 6.2. So it's come down a whole lot. I am convinced once they get it down and break the 5% barrier, you're going to see a massive shift of people putting their houses on the market because their mortgages is in that 4 to 5% range, majority of them. They can afford to come off the sidelines. So the buyers will have a double deal. First deal will be decreased in mortgage rates.
Right.
Second thing is with that flood of houses on the market, you're going to see prices come down. So it's going to be...
It's a domino effect.
It is.
And we are going to learn a lot more next week with the Fed's decision. So,
oh, yeah.
Peter, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
My pleasure.
All right, Janet.